Mr. Ben, where's your screen? I can't see your screen. I mean, where's your screen? Your screen. Your screen is not on. Can you hear me? Uncle Ben, Mr. Ben,
Yes, sir.
your
Yes,
screen
sir.
is not up.
Okay. My screen. Yeah. Yeah.
But you should be able to see that your screen is not up.
Okay. I can see it now. It is off, sir. Hello. Good evening. Evening, everyone. How are you? Hope your day went well. Yeah, Brian. Good evening. How are you? Gina. Good evening. Hope you good. Okay. How are you? Let's keep waiting for the rest to join us. Hope you're all doing good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So how are you guys doing? I need your responses. How are you guys doing today? How was school? How are your parents? Hope you're all doing great. While we wait for the rest to join us, right? How are you, Brian? How are you, Gina? Okay, Gina and Brian, how are you guys doing? While we wait for the others, can you guys tell me what you can remember about our last class? Yeah, you can just write few sentences that you can remember of about what we discussed in the last class. What was our topic and the little you know about it while we wait for others. Gina and Brian, I'm waiting for you guys. Gina, Brian, Gina and Brian, I'm waiting for you guys. Say something or write something so that I can respond and know how well you remembered our last class. Hope you guys didn't forget everything I taught you guys in the last class. This one that all you guys are quiet. Hmm? Okay, let's wait for the others to join us. Gina and Brian, are you guys still here? Why are you not responding? I'm still awaiting your responses about the previous class before the rest join us, before the others join us. Was it an essay or was it oral English? Just respond with what you can remember. Why is it taking the others so long to join us? Why is it taking so long for these guys to join us today now?
I need to know what that. You know her. You know the thing. Running around.
Mr. Ben, are you trying to present something? Like we can't see your screen, and you are not saying anything. Can you hear us?
Oh, okay. Like,
Hello, Mr. Ben. Can you hear us?
hey,
It's taking longer for them to join us.
No, they're already up. Your screen. There is no screen. Share your screen. You can start.
Yes, I was waiting for them to. I can.
What did you say?
It's off now.
I'm sure this.
Okay. You're welcome. Rubik's Blessing Darasimi. Yeah, nice of you to join us. Yeah, and you're welcome. Good evening. How are you? Hope you have been good. How was school? How are your parents? Hope you're fine, right? Okay. At least, since most of us have now joined us, can I ask, how many of you can tell us what we discussed in our last class? If you can remember, what was the topic? And just write something brief about it, what we discussed in our in our last class. Yeah, I need your responses very fast because most of us joined late. And then if you want us to conclude early, then you have to respond fast, all right? Okay. Nice of you to join us, Angel. Good evening. Good evening. Legs and structure. Good. Legs and structure. Gina, so what overall do you understand by what legs and structure is? Just a brief about it, just even if it's just a two three sentences, a brief. Yeah, yeah, very good. Good evening, Tony. How are you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's nice. Nice to have you guys here again. Okay. So, what overall do you understand by what legacies and structures are in English language and in exams? I'll just need you just drop as brief as possible before. Okay. I'm waiting. Just a brief. Don't write on anything long. Just something brief and short. Right. This is just like an ice water introducing us to today's topic. Just write something short about legacies and structure. Something short. Anything you understand about legacy and structure. Don't forget, it's the main point, it's the main idea that matters we did in the last class. I'm waiting. Okay. Okay. Since I can't see any response for now, let's just continue with. Yes. Chinelo, that's a good one. Gina, ooh, that's a good idea. Vocabulary. In a way, you have an idea? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good one, Rubik's. I just saw it. Okay, that's a good one. So now let's continue to the business of the day, right? As you can see on the screen, we are going to be discussing about summary writing, how to master summary writing, not only for your class, but for classes ahead of you, even for WAEC and NICO exams, and even IELTS exams, right? Okay. So now, I want you to drop anything you understand because I know you've definitely come across what summary writing is in your junior class or in your junior secondary school, right? Okay. So what do you understand by the word summary writing? Yeah, you're welcome, Gina. It's a good one. What do you understand by the word summary writing? Just give a brief in your own understanding. What do you think summary writing is? Especially from your idea of what summary is in your junior class, right? Yeah, I'm waiting. I need your responses, right? I need your responses and then be fast about it. Yeah, be fast about it, be fast about it. I think I'll have something special for someone, for the person that is more active in answering questions. When I notice you answer as quickly as possible, and you answer correctly. Yeah, yeah. Okay, to write in your to write a brief and concise manner. Very good. To write in a brief and concise. That's a nice one. That's a good one. Thumbs up for that. Then Gina, it is simply the writing of a passage in a brief way containing its main point. Very good. A nice idea too, right? Gina, a nice idea. Then Chinelo, comprehend something relatively long in a shorter way while it's still carrying valid meanings. I'll add something to that. It's still carrying now, Tony, summary writing is the act of reducing a long passage to main idea using short, clear sentences without changing the meaning. Wow, a nice one, a good one too. Now, Rubik's. Summary writing is the act of briefing a long passage with making the main ideas bolder, right? Very good. And omitting minor details. Very good. Yeah. Then NIB. Summary writing is picking the important part of a text or a passage, right? Yeah, very good. So now I like your answers. I love them. You guys did well. So let's continue with today's class, right? Yeah. So now, what is summary writing? Okay, I'll say summary writing is learning to extract of a passage or text, right? Yeah, the main ideas of a passage or text and writing them in don't feel like I responded, you didn't hear me, right? Yeah, you did well. So now let's continue. Summary is also what? Learning to pick the main ideas, right? Or the main idea a passage or text is trying to put across, right? And removing or deleting the minor details, right? Like what you are seeing on your screen is learning to extract this sweet kernel of truth from a sea of words. It's meaning you are trying to extract the word, the best part of a text or a passage. These best parts are the ones that what tells us more, right? About the whole passage. You which is the summary of that passage or text. Are you understanding? Are you understanding? I need you to respond, right? Yeah. Summary, like I said again, is a shortened or abridged version of a passage or text, right? It's a shortened or abridged version of a passage or text. It is also learning to extract or remove the main ideas or the real message a passage or text is trying to put across, right? Summary writing is, right? So if you can be able, if you're able, if you are able to write what a shortened or abridged version, including the main ideas in correct sentences, right? That's just what summary is about. Removing excesses, right? Writing out what the main ideas only. You understand? I need you guys to respond. Do you understand what summary my summary writing is before I move ahead. I need your responses before I move ahead. I need 4 to 5, 6 responses, right? Before I move ahead. I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for your responses. I'm still waiting. Good. Gina, Tony, good. Yes, I need more people to respond. Yeah, very good, Gina. Brian, I see you too. Okay, okay. Chinelo, you want me to repeat? I mean, summary is what? Listen, this summary is learning to extract or remove the main ideas of a passage or text, right? Summary is the extracting or removing the main ideas a passage or text is trying to put across, right? And then leaving out what? The minor details, right? So in summary writing is the main idea that we are after. What is this passage really trying to say, right? Good, good. What the passage is trying to say, not the details it's trying to use to explain, no, but the main idea behind it's trying to put across. Do you understand? Chinelo, are you okay now? Yeah, you need to respond. Yeah, yeah, good, good, good. Darasimi, I see you. Gina, I see you. Rubix, I see you. Right? Okay. So now, good, very good, Chinelo. Yeah. So now let's move to the next part of today's class. Okay. So now, in summary writing, there's what we call the pillars of summary or the main ideas you are supposed to look out for in writing what a summary. Do you understand? The main ideas you are supposed to look out for in writing a summary, right? Firstly, as you can see on the screen, firstly is what we call what brevity, right? Removing unnecessary adjectives, repetitions, and conversational filler, right? Unnecessary adjectives, repetitions, and conversational fillers, right? Adjectives such like okay, when you say when you are trying when a passage is trying to say something is good, and then you now come across sentences like words like excellent, right? All these words, all these adjectives are trying to explain more, right? Are what? Excesses. They all trying to give the same idea. So you are supposed to join all these words. Don't include them in your summary. Just use one of the words because they give what? The same meaning, almost the same meaning, right? Yes, that's why in brevity, in writing summary, when you are being of adjectives, right? And repetitions of what? Examples that are being repeated in the passage or text, right? Good. Keeping it brief and straight to the point. everyone. Hello everyone. Sorry, I've been having network issue here. A glitch in the network is because of the stormy weather around here. So my apologies for that, right? Okay, so now let's continue. My apologies, please. Let's continue. Are you are you all with me? Very good. So now let's continue. Okay. Now let's move to the next one, which is what? Clarity, right? Up till now you can't see my screen. Can you see my screen now? Brian, can you see my screen? Okay. Let me see. Okay. Can you see the screen now? Can you see the screen? Good, good. So now let's continue. Sorry, it's because of the network issue around here. That's why you see the glitch earlier. So now let's continue. Now, brevity, right? Good. Brevity, we have what? After brevity, now next we have what? Clarity, right? Yeah, clarity. Oh, before then, is there any question on brevity? Do you want me to explain more, or is there anything you don't understand on brevity among the pillars or the ways to what to do in writing a summary? Are you all clear? Are you all clear? Okay, let's move to clarity, right? Okay. Use complete and simple sentences, right? When writing a summary, you have to use the word a complete and simple sentence. Don't try to twist it because twisting it will make you make what, yeah, you make more errors because you are trying to what to twist it and make it feel as if you understand better than what you have been asked. Just go straight to the point and be clear. That's what clarity sentences, right? The examiner should understand each point without looking back at the text, right? That means without much explanations, right? Without much explanations. That's what you are supposed to do. Bring it out straight and clear so that the examiner will understood the passage and is able to summarize it correctly, right? Good. Clarity is just using what simple sentence. You don't need to add other. You don't what what is another name for summary? No, these ones are what as in summary writing. Do you understand? Not another name for summary. Summary is what? Being brief, writing straight to the point, picking the main ideas, and then leaving the word, the other supporting ideas, right? In a passage. That's what summary is. These are the steps or these are the pillars for you to write a successful word summary from a passage or text, right? Not another name for summary. Gina, do you understand? Do you understand? Am I able to answer your question correctly? let's go. Can you see the screen now? Yeah. Can you see the screen now? I need you to respond. Can you see the screen? We are now back online, right? Can we all see? Okay, very good, Tony. Very good, very good. So now let's continue, right? Okay. So now let's move to the next one. Yes, let's good one, NIB. Let's continue. The next one with what? We have what? Originality, right? Originality. As you can see, originality. This is what? Rephrasing key details, right? Rephrasing key details using your own words, right? Mindless lifting leads to massive mark deductions. That means you shouldn't lift directly from the words and rephrase. Later on, I'm going to give you an example of that, but for right now, you need to know that you don't lift exactly what's in the text or the passage and then directly give your examiner as a summary, right? Yeah, I know most students feel if I just pick out the topic sentence, in that text or passage or in that paragraph, then automatically that's the summary. No, no, no. Even if it's the topic sentence, but use your own words and rephrase it. My bad. Please, it's the weather. You know, we are in a rainy season and then the storm keeps. I'm just trying my best to. Maybe we should just take take your time and then should be able to. At least if you see me not being online, it's the weather, please, right? Okay, okay. I need you guys to now come back. Can you all see the screen now? Can you all see the screen? Can you all see the screen now? Please, whenever you see, if you see I went offline, it's not me. It's the stormy weather around here. That's why, right? Tony Darasini, yes, that's a good one, right? Like I was saying earlier, originality, which rephrase key details using your own words. Yes, rephrasing key details. That's what rephrasing key details. That means even if you think the obvious explanation is usually yes, though It's just the glitch in the network. I've been trying to see if I can. You guys should just have to bear with me, right? You guys have to bear with me, right? So now let's continue. The importance of summary, right? Yes, the importance of summary. And you guys to respond, right? Let's move on now. The importance of summary. Why are you writing the summary? First, it has massive exam weight, right? In both WAS and NICO and even IELTS exams, the summary questions account for a highly critical I'm here. I'm here. Gina, I'm here. Okay. 30 marks is a very crucial mark that you want to what, let go, right? In any exam, right? Okay. So that's why you need to master the skill of summary. Are you understanding? Are you with me? NIB, can't you hear me? Okay, very good, very good, very good. So now, it secondly now it boosts comprehension. It helps you read faster and identify main topic sentences with complete ease, right? It helps you read faster and identify main topic sentences with complete ease, because if you master your summary, you will know. In fact, that means summary writing can also help you what, in answering comprehension questions, not just summary, right? So it helps boost your comprehension, your or understanding of a passage, right? Good. I need you to respond if you are with me, right? Okay. Let's quickly move on to the next one, right? Now, a lifelong skill. Now, summary is not just for English language. In whatever situation you find yourself, right? In whatever situation you find yourself, even as a boss or as someone who is under a boss and you are given a project to present, project to be able to what, catch your audience attention and then get them to accept that word proposal. So a lifelong skill, not just in your exams, it can help you in real life scenarios too, right? Being able to summarize whatever situation you find yourself as quickly as possible, right? That's what some of the importance of summary writing, right? Okay. So now let's move to the next one. You see, okay, in critical grading, WAEC exam, we have what, summary writing accounts for a substantial percentage of your English score. Highly objective. Mastering the rules of summary allows diligent students to easily secure all marks, right? Which is 30, right? Then this acts as a powerful safety net for the rest of your English paper, right? If you have all the 30 marks needed in summary writing, automatically you are halfway through with the whole exams, right? Whatever you can get in the other parts or other sections of the same English exam, it will be an added advantage if you know your summary very well, right? So you shouldn't take your summary for granted. Don't say it's just the short, it's just the short, straight to the point. No, you need to know how to write that straight to the point, not just going straight to the point. You need to know how to write it. Make your sentences clear, right? Make it original and then use your own words. Don't copy directly, don't lift mindlessly. Don't just pick it from the passage and then give the examiner, right? You have to what? Take your time, understand what the passage is saying, look for the main ideas, then write it in clear terms, straight to the point, and then using your own words, right? Yes, that's how you write a very good summary, right? Okay, so now let's move. These are some of the things what you have to avoid, right? I need your responses, please. You need it to come to respond. These are some of the things to avoid while writing a summary, right? These are some of the things you have to avoid. Firstly, what do you have here? We have what? Mindless lifting. Do not copy sentences word for word, right? Do not copy sentences word for word. Express the passage key point in your own words. or face an automatic zero score? Yes, if you pick directly from the passage and then give to the examiner, it means you are just copying, you don't really understand the passage, even if what you pick is the topic sentence in a paragraph, right? Yes, even if what you pick is a topic sentence in a paragraph, it doesn't mean you should pick it word for word. That's why I said something about what originality. Use your own words and then explain what the same paragraph using your own words. Is it understood? Is it understood? Yeah, I need your response. If you know that this is the topic, this is what this passage is trying to talk, or this is what this topic sentence is trying to explain, right? You at word use your own words. Very good, Tony. Very good, NIB. Very good, Chinelo. Yeah, use your own words, right, in explaining it. Don't pick direct. Use your own words. Then, secondly, lumping points together. Never put 2 points in one sentence. Don't. Never put 2 points in one sentence. Treat each point independently and write them in separate numbered sentences. In separate numbered sentences. The examiner will definitely ask you if there are 5 points, he will ask you to give 5 sentences in that summary. So whenever you see an examiner asking you pick three, there must be more than three, or he's just asking you to pick just three, or at least it should be three, right? So you should not lump points together. Make sure you separate them in each sentence. That's why summary questions usually comes like in so sentences. Write the importance of depending on the passage, right? Or the qualities of depending on the passage. That means each paragraph there must be what? A point on its own. So what you have to do now is to what? Pick out the point and then write it as a sentence on its own. Don't join 2 points together because automatically you are losing points. If each point is 5 marks and you put 2 points together, you are going to get 5 marks for that 2 points you put together. And then at the end of the exam, you won't have the other points, right? You won't have the other points to what? To compensate it for the number of sentences you are requesting. It understood? Good. Let's move to the next one, right? Yeah, Stanley, good evening. Nice of you to just join us. Why are you late today? You're not supposed to be late. Please try your best and come earlier next time, right? Good evening. It's good of you to join us. Okay, let's continue. Incomplete sentences, right? Incomplete sentences. Always write a complete sentence containing a subject, verb, and object. Avoid fragments and isolated phrases, right? Avoid fragments and isolated phrases. So if you are writing a summary, you shouldn't write a sentence and stop halfway and leave it incomplete. No, right? Make sure there's a subject, a verb, and an object to make the sentence complete, right? Make sure there is a subject, a verb, and an object, right? Then next, avoid fragments and isolated phrases. Yeah, fragment meaning you shouldn't start a sentence and then stop on the way because you want to make it brief because it's summary. You understand? You shouldn't start and stop on the way because it's summary writing. So you no, it automatically what means you don't really understand what summary writing is. So make sure you write incomplete sentences and it must contain a subject, a verb, and an object to make that sentence what complete, not a phrase. Don't write a phrase, right? Yes, you should make sure it's a complete sentence. My bad, everyone. Right? Let's see. I will make up to you guys one of these days. I will let you know, I will relate to you, and then we'll have a class. We'll repeat this class, right? Yeah, we'll repeat this class because I don't understand the network because it's just the weather. The weather is stormy. Yeah, stormy weather. It's about to, in fact, it's already creeping, I think, out, right? Okay, so let's continue, please. Let's just do what we can, and then maybe we can have this class some other time too, so that we can compensate for today's class, right? Okay, like I was saying earlier, you can respond if you can see. Can you see the screen now? Okay, we can compensate. I'll compensate you guys with because it's not my fault. It's the network. I'm having network issues here, but it's fine. I'm going to give us another chance whenever we're free. It will be communicated to you guys, right? So for now, let's just continue and see what we can do, right? Okay, like I was saying, you should eliminate illustrations, examples, analogies, and statistics, right? And then your personal opinion from the final summary paper, right? Your opinion doesn't matter. It is what is given to you in that passage, right? It is what is given to you in the passage you're supposed to write out, not the summary, not your own opinion, or not statistics, even if the statistic is in the passage, right? It is what? It's like an explanation on the topic sentence. It's usually an explanation on the topic sentence. Analogies, illustrations are all what trying to tell us more about the topic sentence in each paragraph or usually in, let's say, generally in the passage. You understand? So you should avoid what statistics and giving examples in writing summary, right? You understand? So now things you must avoid in summary writing. Are you all clear with that? Are you all clear with that? Any question? I'm waiting. Any question on what to avoid, right? Is there any question? I will need you guys to respond, and then please do that first. Any question? Okay. Analogies and statistics. Analogies and statistics are what explanations, right? Yes, even if it's an explanation that you know in real life, right? But it's not given to you, or even if it's a statistics you know in real life, but it's not given to you in that passage. That doesn't concern you when we're writing a summary. Do you understand? Chinelo, do you understand now? Analogies and statistics can either be, even if it's in the passage, but in summary, you don't need to add those ones because they are usually explanations trying to tell us about the topic sentence, right? Which is usually in a paragraph, right? Chinelo, do you understand now? Yes, good. Thank you. So now let's move to the word, to the next. Now, this is a discipline perfect exam summary, right? Step by step strategy on how to understand a perfect word exam word summary writing in an exam, right? How to perfect your writing of summary in an exam. This is a step you have to follow. Firstly, right? Are you with me? I will need you to respond. Are you with me? Firstly, you need to what? Scan the questions first. If you ask a question, you need to scan it. Read the questions first. Know what exactly the information you are hunting for. Know the exact information you are expected to give first, right? Before attempting the exams, right? Yes, before attempting the question, you need to go scan through, read through, and know what you have to look for before coming to the passage, right? To now write your summary. Yeah, that's the first step you have to use, right? Yeah. Then secondly, general read, which means reading through the entire passage, right? To absorb the general gist and tone, right? because in a passage there must be a tone, which is what, how, or the mood, how the feeling, how the writer or the person writing that passage is feeling. It can be nostalgic, it can be sad, it can be in a happy mood, right? Just you generally read through the passage and then you know how the writer put it across. Do you understand? Do you understand? That is the general read, right? You read through the entire passage and absorb the general gist and tone, the general idea the writer is trying to put across, and then the tone is using to put it across. When you understand that, will help you in writing correct answers for a summary, right, of a passage. Good, good, good. Then next, now you now mark what? Your answers, right? Next, you now mark your answers. You now read the passage again, underline the topic sentences in each passage. The topic sentences are like the main ideas in each passage. You are not underlining them or you are not picking them directly to write to the examiner, right? You are using, don't forget, you are using your own words, not directly. You underline them is for you to take note of this is what you are going to answer. Are you with me? Are you with me? I need you to respond. Are you with me? Okay. Then the next, the third, the fourth strategy now of answering now. The fourth step, you rephrase by rewriting the underlying ideas into complete, clear, and brief sentences, right? Into complete, clear, and brief sentences. Okay? Into complete, clear, and brief sentences. When you write them into complete, clear, and brief sentences, you now give your examiner the idea that you really understood the text, right? Yes, you really understood the text, and you understanding that text, automatically you will be able to write your sentence. And then don't forget, originality matters. Don't pick mindlessly. Don't just pick the topic sentence and give to the examiner. No, right? Don't pick the topic sentences and give to the examiner directly. No, you need to what? Follow the step by step. Use your own words. Pick the main ideas. Use your own words, and then give it to the examiner. That shows you understood what the examiner is trying for. You understood what the examiner is asking you for, and you have given him the correct thing originally, using your own words, and make it simple and clear. Don't try to fix words because you know. Because some people will think, yeah, since this word is synonymous to this, why not let me add another word? No, 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 no. I think that word will only make your work look what your work will just look as if you picked it from somewhere else. In summary, it's supposed to be clear and brief. Don't put a word that your examiner will want to hear, even if it's your examiner know the meaning. But what if it's someone who doesn't know? You have to go and look for the meaning. That summary. You are trying to go straight to the point. If someone needs to go and look for the meaning now, you now notice that you are not going straight to the point. You understand? If someone needs to go and pick, if you use a word that someone needs to go and check first before coming back to comprehend, that means the purpose of that summary is not achieved, because the summary is supposed to give straight to the point, clear and vivid description, right? Without much explanation. Do you understand? Do you understand? Yes, Gina. Yes, Terasimi. Yes, so it should be straightforward. Don't think because this is the okay, let's say in the text you saw, Gina, let's say in the text you saw someone writing something like, okay, this is awesome, and you know, okay, this is awesome, and you know that awesome is something good, is something marvelous, is something great, and then instead of you writing good, because awesome is good too, and then you now went and writing marvelous, and then marvelous is on its own, it's a word that in code not every lay person means, right? So now the idea of you trying to make it brief and straight to the point is not achieved, because or a reader or a lay person who doesn't know the meaning to the dictionary, and then you summarizing that passage automatically means that's not a summary. It's like a complicated summary now, right? In summary, it's supposed to be simple, clear, and straight to the point, right? Hope is understood. Very good, very good, very good. So now let's move. Mastering paraphrasing. How to master paraphrasing, right? Paraphrasing shows the examiner that you fully comprehended the passage, right? Paraphrasing shows the examiner that you fully comprehended the passage. It is the single most important skill for summary success, right? The simple most important skill for summary success. To paraphrase, locate the core keyword of the sentence and replace it with a robust synonym, like I said earlier, right? Then structurally reorganize the sentence part while keeping the original meaning untouched. That no matter how you want to use your own words to explain, don't forget that you shouldn't move out of what the original meaning, right? Even if it should be synonymous, but it should be simple and straightforward. And then you, when you are writing out the sentence, you should know that whatever you are writing shouldn't divert from the main meaning or main idea you are trying to what paraphrase in the sentence, right? That means you are trying to arrange your own sentences. Make sure you are not diverting the whole idea, right? Away from what you are supposed to do. Are you with me? Are you with me? I need you to respond. Are you with me? Are you with me? I need you to respond. Yes, are you with me? Good. Yeah. Okay. So should we move to the next one? Should we move to the next one? Okay. Okay. Now, this is a comparison, right, between lifting and paraphrasing, right? This is a comparison between lifting, that means mindless lifting, and paraphrasing, right? This is a comparison between mindless lifting and paraphrasing. Now, as you can see in your screen, we have technique type, the original text from a passage, the student summary entry, and then what? The mark outcome. How you write and what you're going to get at the end, right? Okay. For the direct lifting, let's see the original text from the passage, right? Unemployment is one of the major factors worsening insecurity in Nigeria. What's from the passage, right? Then student summary entry. Unemployment is one of the major factors worsening insecurity in Nigeria. You see, this is what we call a mindless lifting, direct mindless lifting. You pick what is not, you pick directly from the passage and give a summary. Do you see the outcome there? Over 5. What will you get? Is 0. That means nothing for you, right? At all. Not because what you are picking is what is directly from the passage. That means you don't have any idea of what summary writing is, right? If you pick directly, you lift directly and then give your examiner, you get 0 marks. Do you understand? Then technique type again, let's come to incomplete phrase, right? Using incomplete phrases is one of the major factors worsening insecurity in Nigeria, right? Unemployment is one of the major factors worsening insecurity in Nigeria. Then student summary entry, lack of jobs for the youth, right? Yes, unemployment means lack of job, right? For the youth. But lack the general idea, right? Not giving the general idea of what this unemployment is one of the major factors was in insecurity in Nigeria. You know, to lack of jobs for the youth. You now you have now in Nigeria, is there only youth? No, right? So now your answer is right, but it's not perfect, right? It's not complete, right? Then and you see now you are it's like an incomplete phrase. It's not giving you the correct what you in fact what you are trying to explain is just lack of jobs for the youth. Unemployment affects everyone, right? So now you're right, but you got half of the mark because it's not complete, it's incomplete, right? Are you understanding? Are you with me? Are you with me? I need you to respond. Are you with me? Are you with me? Oh, very good, very good. Are you with me? I need you to respond. Respond. Right? Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Now, another technique type we talk about good summary now. This is the word you will give you the best. We will give you a complete marks. Very good. This what will give you your complete marks in a summary, right? In a summary writing, this is what will give you a complete mark, right? Like unemployment is one of the major factors worsening insecurity area, right? It is one of the major factors worsening insecurity in Nigeria. Okay. Then the student summary now. We have joblessness, right? Is a primary driver of national insecurity. Do you understand now? Joblessness, unemployment, they mean the same thing, right? Major factors, primary driver. You see, you have now rephrased it. National insecurity, worsening insecurity in Nigeria. Nigeria is a nation. Do you understand? This is the best way to write what unemployment is one of the major factors worsening insecurity in Nigeria. When you now write something like joblessness is a primary driver of national insecurity. You see, you have said everything, and but right now you have rephrased it, and this time around, direct to the point, right? Unemployment can be a big word, right? But joblessness, lack of job, is layman knows what joblessness means, right? One of the major factors now wasn't it? Now it's a primary. That means the main word, the main driver of national drive means the main thing pushing forward, right? National insecurity. Do you understand? Do you understand? So now see the examples now on your screen. When you see the example, see the response, see on the same original text on the passage, see the different responses, right? See the different responses, see the different responses, and then see the student summary entry, and then see the mark you're going to get. If you compare them, you notice automatically the last is the good summary will tell you more, right? The last one, which is the good summary, will tell you more about the first text from the passage. Are you with me? Is this understood? I need you to respond. Yes, good one, Gina. I need you to respond. I need you all to respond, respond, respond. Okay. I'm still waiting for your responses. In case there is any question, you can ask. Good. Good. Is there any question? Is there any question? Any question before we move ahead? Any question? Okay. Okay. So now moving forward. Any question? You can still drop your question. I will come back to it. Right? Good. Okay. So now this is what it will cost you. Good. This is what it will cost you if you what if you don't write your summary well, right? Okay, you can see the first part here. When you write proper sentences and paraphrase, you get what your 100% score, right? Yes. And then your grammar or spelling error. Then inclusion of unnecessary details. Inclusion of unnecessary details now. You know, minus a mark, right? From each thing, a mark for each. The more includes, the more things. Okay, okay. Let me come. Chinelo just asked a question, right? Yeah. The theme be joblessness, fueling the chaos and criminality in our country. Okay, it can't be because instead of being simple and direct, you went deeper and complex. Do you understand? Joblessness is so good. Fueling chaos and criminality. These are what words that are not straightforward. Some lay people need to go back to the dictionary to understand what chaos is, right? And what criminality is, right? Do you understand? In our country. Yes. You see, fueling the chaos and criminality, right? That's what makes it what a complex summary answer, right? You need to go direct and straight to the point, right? When you can say chaos on its own, but adding criminality will make it a complex answer. And at the same time, chaos is not everyone that understand what chaos means, right? Yeah, I believe you are clear on that. Okay. Then next, you have after the inclusion of unnecessary details, you see, they minus a mark for it. So the more unnecessary details you add to it, the lesser your mark becomes, right? Then next, we have what we call what the incomplete, right? If you make sentences that are incomplete, right, or you just drop phrases as what summary, you lose what 50% of your mark because an incomplete sentence doesn't make sense. A phrase is an incomplete sentence; it doesn't make sense, right? So, but your what your summary definitely must be what a complete sentence. Do you understand? Do you understand? I need. Okay. Are you all with me now? Are you? I need you to respond. Can you all see the screen I'm sharing with you guys now? Okay. So now let's continue. Are you with me? I need you to respond. I need you to respond. Stanley, you know me where you. Okay, do you have a question, Stanley? Okay, your internet is bad. I think you should do is the weather. You know, it's a rainy season, and then the weather is just stormy, and then I think that's what's making the network have issues. I think we'll have to compensate, but for now, let's see what we can do, right? Okay. So now, incomplete sentences leads to what? Loss of 50% mark, right? Yes, because it costs what? 40% of what? Your summary, right? So when you write your summary answers in incomplete sentences, automatically you lose what? The screen is not going black. Maybe it's network at your end, right? I think the network issues everywhere then, since you're also complaining, right? Stanley, I think it's your own because everyone else is responding and then you are saying you are not. I think it's the network issue at your end, right? So I think you should switch your data off and then reboot it. Maybe it will become stronger. Yes, Stanley? Okay. So now the last one now, mindless lifting. Mindless lifting, where it if you pick things directly from the passage, like I said earlier, it will give you no mark, zero. Whatever you are picking directly from the passage means you didn't even put in work to summarize the passage or text you are being given, right? Is this do you understand the penalties now? For you to know that this is what you're supposed to do to get your word, your 100% score, right? Good. So now let let me use a metaphor to remember and to tell you, okay? Summary writing is exactly like harvesting a coconut. Summary writing is like harvesting a coconut. Your job is to extract the sweet kernel inside, leaving behind the hard outer husk of repetitions. And right, I need you to respond. I need you to respond. Summary is like harvesting a coconut. You know what a coconut is, right? It's sweet and it's sweet inside and very nutritious, right? But the word, but the hard outer part is of no use, right? Is of no use. So now someone is like it, you picking the main idea, the main sweet part of that passage inside, right? The main sweet part of that passage, and then throwing out other repetitions, examples, emphasis, analogies, statistics. You keep those aside, right? And tell us the main idea you are trying to what? Put across. The main idea is what is after, right? That's what summary writing is, right? This is just a metaphor, right? To help you understand that yes, using a coconut as you know that this is what it means, right? Okay. So now, moving on, I'll have to, I'm going to give you a class activity. You are going to a passage, right? And then you are going to answer some summary questions on it as your class activity, right? And then we'll now come back and discuss it together, right? Okay. So for now, you can wait while I put the screen up for you, right? one.
Okay, hello everyone. I think he's still struggling to log back in. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, can you guys hear me? Okay, so I would have to arrange with him. I think that would be most likely on Sunday to make up for these network problems. So he's owing you guys 1 hour class on Sunday. Okay, so please, very very sorry. He said his weather is bad, so it's either maybe I will bring him to my location so that he can have his class smoothly. So please, I think it is better we leave now. Because he has taken too much time. It's very embarrassing. So, but on Sunday, you guys should expect 1 hour class, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Sunday. Okay, so you can leave for now. Very sorry. Thank you. You can start leaving.